I like draft so much. I used to play draft emulators online all the time before a pre-release would come out in Magic, and I would just draft decks over and over and over again and play them, and I really enjoy that. So let's do it. See what they give us.
Welcome to the arena, good citizens.
Assassin, warrior, and monk. Huh. What am I gonna go here? I've had the least amount of luck with monk in arena. I've had a decent amount of success with assassin. I think I won with warrior once, but I'm not really sure. I played a lot of assassin though, so I'm gonna go with warrior.
Presenting the warrior.
The warrior. Okay, so to start out, this is a pretty damn good grab here. Trebuchet. I've been destroyed by that card before. If you can't remove it, it just destroys you. At the start of your turn, deal 4 damage to a random enemy. That's so good. Burn and Pillage. Burn and Pillage is also really good. Deal 1 damage to all enemy creatures for each destroyed enemy rune. And Plunder. I'm going to go with Trebuchet, though, because it's just so good. It's so good in so many ways. Alright, Sharpshooter Scout, Healing Hands, or Old Gate Warden. When playing draft, I like to go with something that works all the time over something that works once in a while or a combo, especially in the beginning of the draft, because you don't want to shoot for something that you're not going to get later on. Sharpshooter Scout is just kind of a solid card, so I'm going to go with Sharpshooter Scout. Tree Minder, Rift and Pillager. Not going to go with Enraged Mud Crab. Even though it's really not the worst card in the world, it's not that good. It has nothing going for it other than 2-1. Kind of a hard choice because Rift and Pillager is actually really good. It can be really good at least. But Tree Minder gaining 1 max magicka all the time is super good. So I'm going to go with, I don't know, it's a toss-up. Because if I get a lot of front-end damage, Rift and Pillager is really good. I'm going to go with Tree Minder here. Hopefully I don't regret it later on. 1-1 lethal. Or do I go Daedric Dagger? Or do I go Dark Harvester? Definitely not going Dark Harvester. That thing's just too expensive, even though it has Prophecy, which is good, and 4 health. Deadly Draugr is just a straight up nice, like cheap, super cheap removal. So it's a toss-up for me between Daedric Dagger and Draugr. I think I'm going to go with the Dagger here, though, because it adds more than the Draugr does. Alright, we got our epics. Black Rose Herbalist at the start of your turn. Heal another random friendly creature. Night Predator and Fearless Northlander. Breakthrough. When Fearless Northlander takes damage, gains +2/+0. This is kind of a tough choice between these two. Although I haven't seen the Black Rose Herbalist in workings before. I haven't seen what it does or if it works well. Gains +2/+0. You know what? I've run Night Predator a lot. So I'm actually going to try Fearless Northlander, and hopefully I don't regret it later on. But all the cards work out in pretty much every situation there, except for the healing one. All right, here we go. We got the 8/8 7-drop Curse Spectre, and the Hiss Speaker. For me, it's between the Curse Spectre and the Hiss Speaker, but Silence is just so powerful in the draft land because a lot of people play guard. So I'm gonna go with the Spectre. All right, Orc Clan Captain, Gloom Wraith, or Jarl. It's definitely between Jarl and Captain for me. I'm kind of feeling the Captain right now over the Jarl just because I want to get my low drops in before I get my high drops. What am I looking at here? I mean, 2 mana, and it gives all my friendly creatures in a lane +1/+0. It's pretty good. But at the same time, Triumphant Jarl is really good too. I think I actually am going to go with Triumphant Jarl just because I try to prioritize card draw and removal. So I'm going to go with the Jarl. Mighty Ally. The top deck of my card is Strength. He gets +3/+0. The 8/8 Leviathan. It's a tough choice because Ally is always a toss-up. You know, if you don't get a Strength card on top, you're in trouble. Or Swamp Leviathan, which is just a big old beast finisher. It's a tough choice. I'm going to go with the Ally here. I have a decent amount of strength. Alright, now we've got Enraged Mudcrab, Dwarven Spider, or Healing Hands. I'm going to go with Healing Hands. It's kind of synergetic with their deck. We have a lot of high toughness stuff right now. Kind of. So I'm going to go with Healing Hands. Even though it's a 0-drop, and I'm not sure how much... card draw I'm going to get. Alright, this is kind of a tough choice. Alakar Survivalist is pretty damn good. He gives us a card, kind of. And he gives us an item. And he buffs himself. Buffs himself up pretty well. Earthbone Spinner is also really good. Silence and damage creature and Grotwood Amateur, which Prophecy and deals 1 damage to an entire lane. So it's kind of a hard choice here. Survivalist is good with items, and he's just all around really good. Earthbone Spinner is really good because of silence, as I said before, and it also pings something. And then we've got Grotwood Ambusher, which is nice prophecy, and it nukes an entire lane. This is a really hard decision. I feel like I should go with Earthbone Spinner because it just has more value. So I'm going to go with the Earthbone Spinner. And even though Prophecy is extremely good in draft, tough choice. Tough choice. Really tough choice. This is the kind of choice in draft that I almost want to close my eyes and just pick one. But I'm going to go with Earthbone Spinner here. Prophecy Guard, summon gain 4 health. I don't want the Draugr. And I don't really want Enchanted Plate. Actually, I kind of do want Enchanted Plate. Plus 0/3 and a card draw. Not too bad. It's going to slow our deck down a little, but it's not bad. Elixir of Vigor. Give a creature +0/+1. Don't really feel that card. Silence a creature for 0. Really good. But another 0 drop. Or put 2 1/1 Nord Firebrands with charge into your hand. I'm going to go with the raiding party on this. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Archean Venom Tongue is a lethal 1/4. And when he destroys a creature, you gain 1 max magicka. I'm going to go with the Archean right off the bat here. It's between either... Skirmisher Elixir is actually pretty decent. But I'm going to go with the Archean. Really strong card, I think, in draft. Alright, here we go. We've got the Belligerent Giant, 7/4 breakthrough. And return enemy creature to his hand or destroy an enemy support. Really good card for draft. It's a bomb. It returns a card, so it basically can silence a creature and destroy a support. But we also have Night Shadow, which has breakthrough and drain. Flesh Atronach, which can be really good, but it depends on how many creatures have died. So I'm gonna go with Belligerent Giant because I think it has more value, but I might regret it later on if I need the drain. So Belligerent Giant. It'd be nice to get 2 or 3 of those, honestly. Here's a kind of tough decision as well. Archean Venom Tongue gives me more magicka, and it gives me lethal, gives me removal, but Midnight Sweep is really good in draft. I've had really good plays with that card. But I'm gonna go with the lethal. Excuse me. I'm gonna go with the lethal. Although Midnight Sweep is Prophecy, I'm actually gonna go with Midnight Sweep here. Alright, Restless Templar or Swamp Leviathan. What do I need? I think I'm gonna go with the Templar because he does more of the things and he does a decent amount of damage. Alright, Dragon Tail, which is great. Steel Scimitar or Butcher. If you have another Orc, he gets +2/+2. I don't really have that many Orcs, and I can't predict that I'm going to get any, so that's out of the question. It's kind of a toss-up here. Steel Scimitar is so good. It's such a great 1-drop. It's such a great 1-drop, but if you don't have enough creatures to play it on, then it's not that good. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go Dragon Tail Savior here. Rehad Horseman. 2-drop. And if it has an item, it gets 3/0 and breakthrough, which is really good. Enchanted Plate gives me a free card with the +0/3 buff. Tough choice. Barded Guar usually, isn't that good, but it's not bad. It's not the worst card in the world. I only have 2 items, so going with Rehad Horseman could be kind of scary here. Enchanted Plate works great with the Archean Venom Tongue, which I didn't get another of, sadly. So it's a tough choice once again. It's a tough choice. I only have 2 items though, so Riyadh Horseman's not looking too hot right now. So I'm gonna go with Enchanted Plate again. Enchanted Plate is really slowing my deck down though. Oh, we're gonna do it. I really need some creatures. Alright, Rapid Shot, another Templar, and a Fiery Imp. I could use some more 1-drops, so I'm gonna go with Fiery Imp here. I really like Fiery Imp. 3 damage every turn, untouched. Nord Firebrand, no, not gonna go with that. Stormwell, I'm gonna go with Lurking Mummy here, I think. Prophecy and Guard. Alright. Blackware Necromancer, if you have more health than your opponent, summon a random creature from your discard pile. Or Plead of Kinnereth. Plead of Kinnereth, I've had a lot of luck with. Had a lot of luck with that. Heals everything in the lane and then gives them +1/+1. Blackware Necromancer, I'm just not sure about it because I don't know if I'm going to be ahead of him, of my opponents. My deck is kind of slow. I've got purple here. I've got purple. I'm just looking through my deck to see what I need. I'm going to go with Plead of Kinnereth here. Another Lurking Mummy or a Hist Speaker. Oh, that's a tough choice. Two Lurking Mummies, which is nice, or Hist Speaker gives me the bonus Magicka. But he doesn't last that long usually, you know? I'm going to go with Hist Speaker here. Hope he doesn't bite me later on. Alright, Morkel Gatekeeper, 2/2 guard. And when he's summoned, gives 2/0 to a creature. Stone Tooth Scrapper, which is good. Now we're seeing some orcages. Not that many orcs though, so it's not really worth going around orcs. I kind of want to go Morkel Gatekeeper right off the bat because I already have 6 4-drops, but he's only going to be 2/2 guard and then buff another creature. I'm going to go with the Gatekeeper for this. I haven't really played him, so I'm interested in seeing what he can do. Let's check him out. Alright, now we've got the Butcher again. So we're later on in the draft. We've gotten a decent amount of cards. So now I can see, do I have enough orcs to really be able to play this card? I have 1, 2. I still only have 2 orcs, so I don't feel like that's worth playing. Although I kind of need some more creatures really bad. Dwarven Sphere isn't that good, but it does shackle somebody. So it's not the worst card in the world. I'm gonna go with Rapid Shot for the damage and the card draw. North Point Captain, Fortress Watchman, 5/4 guard for 5. Pretty damn expensive and no prophecy. So I'm gonna go with North Point Captain. I kind of need some lower drops now. Stone throw. We do need that removal. We do need that removal. So I'm going to go with the removal here. I need some more creatures. I actually really like Reachman Shaman. Hrothgar Artisan is an orc, so it synergizes with orcs, but we haven't gone orcs. So I'm going to go with Reachman Shaman. Ooh, we got another Alakar here. Got another Alakar, or we got Burn and Pillage, and I kind of need creatures, so I'm going to go with Survivalist. Ooh, here's a tough choice. Plead of Kinnereth is good. I already have enough actions, though. I need more creatures. I feel like I need more creatures, at least. Arching Elite gives us removal and gives us a 3/5. But Assassin's Bow is extremely good. Giving creature cover after your turn can be super good. Can be super duper good. So it's really kind of a tough choice. We have so many 4-drops already. But we only have 19 creatures, and we're at 28 out of 30. Tough choice. Really tough choice. I'm gonna go with the Assassin Bow and hope that that doesn't fail later on. God. Okay, Gladiator Arena puts a clock on the game. Deal 2 damage to each player every turn. First time you summon a creature each turn, equip it with a random item on Hrothgar Forge. That's pretty expensive. I'm going to go with Black Rose Herbalist, and which I'm glad because I want to see how